evening. It is my pleasure this evening to be interviewing Miss Janet Crick, who is the co-owner and the tour and creative experience director of an exciting new Jamaican food company called Jamaica Culinary Tours. Janet, welcome.
Thank you.
And I think congratulations are in order because you're celebrating a big milestone. Today is your first anniversary. Is that right, of the Falmouth Food Tour?
Well, actually, this week is we're calling it our birthday week.
Yes.
Our first year in operation, running the Falmouth Food Tour.
Well, well, well. Congratulations, Janet. That's
Thank you.
very exciting news. How do you feel tonight?
Well, you just said it, excited. We're excited, we're elated. The fact that as a new startup company, we've been able to survive. A lot of startup companies don't, and not only have we survived and made it to year one, we've actually done pretty well so far, so we're quite pleased.
So when you say you're doing well, what does that mean?
Well, we've had very good responses to the tour. Our numbers have picked up and increased steadily, and in addition to that, the feedback on the tour has been great. There's a buzz about us. Our guests are talking about us. They really love the tour. They're excited. And they're talking about us on Cruise Critique and various other fora. And in particular, they're writing about us on TripAdvisor, where we have almost 100% five-star rankings. And we're number 2 in the rankings in terms of attractions in Falmouth. So I think that's something to celebrate.
It is. That's excellent. So just for me to be clear, 5 is the highest number you can get.
That's correct.
And you're saying that almost all of your guests give you that?
Almost all, yes.
Wow. So what are you doing to get those kind of ratings?
Well, it's not just me. It's a team.
Yes.
And I think the team is working very well. My partner, Anna, and I were very intentional when we set up the tour in terms of trying to develop a tour that would depict the real Jamaica. So what we've done is we've developed a trail that takes our guests off the beaten track. We're really taking them into the heart of Jamaican culture, and we're introducing them to great food. So that's the first biggie. And then also we're giving them an opportunity to meet and interact with the locals, really taste the flavor of Jamaican culture. We have excellent tour guides, and they make the guests feel really, really welcome. They keep them entertained, they keep them laughing. And then, of course, the tour itself is conducted in Falmouth, which is a beautiful historic town. It has some of the best preserved Georgian architecture within the Caribbean. So, I mean, guests are really amazed as they walk around the town and they hear the history of the town. And I should also say that the food tastings are not just about eating the food, but it's actually infused with the whole history behind the food, how it was introduced into our cuisine, what are some of the culinary traditions around the food, how it has influenced our behavior, etc. So all in all, I think it's a very neat package which our guests like. And that's what accounts for the very positive and favorable reviews that we've been getting.
Well, that's a great overview of what you do, and I think you have answered a question that many people have. What is a food tour? So thank you for that. But tell me now, I'm very curious, how did you come into this? Because I've looked at your bio and what you used to do in your previous life, and you were in diplomacy, you were in cross-cultural activities. So why a food tour?
Well, I like food.
Yes.
So that's an obvious. I also like traveling, exploring other cultures, learning about other people and their cultures. So this is a natural for me. And you mentioned my previous background of diplomacy and cross-cultural activities, and that's exactly what you do in diplomacy and cross-cultural activities. In the field of foreign affairs, of foreign policy, what you're basically doing is you're promoting your own country, you're representing your country, you're introducing it to others. The only difference being that you might be doing it in a more political way. You might be sitting across a negotiating table, negotiating trade agreements, but the objective is the same. cross-culturalism is about introducing people to your culture and all of that. So I think it's a very, very nice blend of what my passions are, what my background is. It's soft diplomacy, so I'm pulling everything together.
It certainly sounds so. So now we've had a phenomenal first year, but based off how excited you sound, I get the feeling it's not going to stop there.
Absolutely
so
not.
What's in store for Jamaica Culinary Tours?
Oh, a whole lot. Well, you just said it, the name of the company, Jamaica Culinary Tours. So we're certainly not stopping at Falmouth. This was just our first stop.
Yes.
And from here, we hope to launch in a neighboring parish, in the parish of St. Anne, within the coming months. And that's going to be a really exciting tour. We're going to be definitely taking you off of the highways into the byways, taking you up into the hillside, taking you up into some of the rural areas, nice views, really nice people, getting to interact with the local people and really get a feel of the local experience. And then after that, well, the sky's the limit. It's a large island, so we have many places to go.
Many. So just a couple more questions. Who can take your food tour?
Oh boy, anybody can take me on a food tour. I have had guests 81 years old on my food tour.
Wow.
I have had a 9-month-old on my food tour. And
wow,
can I tell
9 months?
9 months. Can I tell you something?
Yes.
They all enjoyed it. So I've had the spectrum.
Yes.
And you know, the thing about it is we have great tour guides, as I said earlier on. So my tour guides know how to adapt to every age group. If we have a group of seniors, we slow things down a little bit. The pace is a little slower. We try to find seating for you and, you know, make sure you're well taken care of. The babies are just spoiled rotten, so that works very well for them.
Yes.
But I mean, it's definitely a tour for foodies.
Yes.
It's definitely a tour for history buffs. But I had a guest recently who told me, guess what? I don't like walking and I don't like history. Am I gonna like your tour? I said, well, maybe not. She came anyway and she loved it. 5-star review. So
wow.
What can I say? Who can take my tour? Anybody.
Well, it certainly sounds so, Janet. So wow. And final question for you. If someone is interested, and I know lots of people are going to be interested, how are they going to find you? How do they make contact with you?
You're going to go to www.jamaicaculinarytours.com. All the information is there in terms of the tour itself, the price, the duration of the tour, how to book, etc. But also another way to get to know us, if you're still trying to make up your mind, is just go and like our Facebook page. That's just facebook.com Jamaica Culinary Tours. And we post every day. We keep you up to date, not just about what we are doing, but just what is happening in the world of Jamaica in terms of cuisine in general, our culture, anything that's exciting, that's new, that we think you'd be interested in. So that's a good place to check us out. And definitely check out our 5-star reviews on TripAdvisor.
Well, we certainly will. Well, once again, Janet, congratulations. It's so exciting to see a brand new Jamaican product in an area where I honestly agree with you. We need to have more people talking about Jamaican food. So congratulations on your first year, and we're looking to hear great things from Jamaica Culinary Tours.
And I'm sure you will.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.